Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling start to the day. We just got back from an awesome walk. Oh, I love my walks in the morning with Zeffie. You never know what you're going to see, what you're going to do. And Zeffie had fun meeting a new friend. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a new friend. She'd already met this puppy before, and it's the same age as her, and they just had fun darting backwards and forwards at each other and spinning around fast and trying to chase each other. It was hilarious, which was a great way to start the day because today is all Magic Monday and it's all about the magic of laughter. So have you laughed so far today? It's 7:43 in the morning. I have to be really quick. I have to get on another call. My usual Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. calls. But what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So we were singing Rock Around the Clock this morning because it was on this day in 1954 that Bill Haley in the Comets recorded that iconic song, Rock Around the Clock. Yeah, love that song. It's just a really good, you just want to get up and dance when you hear it. I have yet to, it's one of my feel-good songs. It's one of those songs that have a really good beat to it, and you just can't help singing it whenever you hear it. It's just, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, oh, I kill myself. Okay, so another couple of interesting facts about today is that did you know that on this day in 1937, Sir Frank Whittle ground tested the first jet engine designed to power aircraft at Rugby in England. In 1937, they started testing jet engines. Isn't that awesome? And look at where we are today with technology and the power of transportation and everything else. It is so cool. When you look back at how did this come about? When did this start? When did that happen? Just going back through history and learning these things, that's awesome. And then in 1961, on this day in 1961, Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first person to orbit Earth. And look where we are today with space travel and everything else. I mean, everything has to start somewhere. What are you starting or continuing from people in your past? And if you look through your, when you're looking through family tree, ancestry, and everything else, it's sort of like, what did they get to experience? What was it like to be in that moment? What were what were you doing the day that you heard about this particular incident taking place? Where were they? What were they doing? And going back through, were they near? You had some. If you had some relatives, say for example, living near Rugby, England in 1937. What did that noise sound like when they heard that first jet engine fire up? What did that sound like for them? Do you know anybody who lived in Rugby, England around that time? Was there somebody in your family tree that lived in that area? So you start connecting all these points in history with things. Did you have anybody in your tree? What happened when they first heard that song, Rock Around the Clock? When they hear that thing come on, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. What was going through their mind when they first heard that song? Were you around, or did you have an ancestor around or relatives around when the news broke that the Russians had become the first to have a person orbit the planet? I mean, think about these points in history. Did you have an ancestor who was there at the time, or somehow connected with that event? This is one thing I love about genealogy. You can go back through and find these things, and you'll find some fun stuff along the way as well. And you'll find some, okay, what was going on here type of thing. But it's all about getting in there and finding out what connections do you have to points in history. And when you find those personal connections to points in history, that event becomes alive for you. So think about that. And today is Magic Monday with the magic of laughter. So we've got to get back on the laughter topic now. Somehow I completely diverted. No idea how that happens. Promote laughter in the workplace. If you're about to have a brainstorming session, or you're bringing somebody in to teach your team something, or you're going to go and learn something, find a way to bring laughter into that event at the beginning, because laughter will help promote learning and creativity in people. When you laugh, it releases those endorphins, it releases that stress, tension, and anxiety from the system, and now you are more open to receiving what it is you're going to be learning, or you could be more open to creativity and helping, especially when you're doing brainstorming, when you're brainstorming ideas or you're trying to map out a new project, you're trying to get those processes in place. Start it off with laughter. I've been having, because this is Humor Month, I've been looking at laughter seriously. I know that kind of sounds weird, doesn't it? Looking at laughter seriously. Oh, I cracked myself up. But look, I've been looking at the impact that laughter has on lives and has on businesses, and how does it affect our health? How does it affect our environment? How does it affect how you process things? And so I'm taking time out each day before I have to sit down and do a project. It's taking that time to laugh, finding something to read, finding something to watch, just finding something that will help me laugh and get into that frame of mind that I need to be in to be the best that I can be. So, and even sometimes, you take a quick break, you go watch a quick 2-minute video on YouTube or something about laughter, or some funny little skit thing that you see there. And it just gets you laughing, and now you're relaxed, you're open, you're ready to get in there and get done what needs to be done. So today, go find the magic of laughter. Make sure that you have a laugh today before you go to do something serious. So if you're about to go into a board meeting, go find somewhere that you can laugh about something, because when you get in there, you know it's going to be serious, you know it's going to be heavy. But if you can go in there feeling great and awesome and relaxed, you're going to get a lot. You're going to get a lot. You'll get a lot more out of the meeting than those that are sitting there. Even to try some laughter with the board before you even start. That could be interesting, based on who your board is made up of. But sometimes you have to have a board meeting with yourself. I do it. Ziffy and I have board meetings. We will sit down and she'll have some antics. I say, "Come on, we're gonna have a board meeting," and she just sort of looks at me, puts her head down, and goes back to sleep. I'm like, "Okay, I'll have it by myself." We have to have a 50% quorum. I make up 50%. I'm having a meeting by myself. So think about things like this. If you're about to enter a meeting or something like that, find a way to bring laughter to it before you go into the meeting, so that you are now open to receiving, you're open to learning, you're open to being creative, and magic happens. Have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you guys later on today. Hei konera.